nitrate power. You're in the dog zone for an hour. Come on. You know the number. 1-900 hot dog. 1-900 hot dog. 1-900 hot dog. Yeah, 9,000.
Welcome to the Dogg Zone 9000, the official podcast of 1-900hotdog.com. If you haven't joined our Patreon, do that now. It's at patreon.com/1900hotdog. We have an all-star cast of online comedy writers, basically the only ones left, and we have a new article every weekday. Every single one is a legendary jewel that will last forever. Speaking of, I'm enduring web personality, Seanbaby, and my partner received a Michelin bun from the prestigious second place HUNK Academy. He's Robert Brockway.
Oh, I was excited that I was finally going to win one. You got me on the Academy. Every time. All right, here's a Brockway fact. I also have produced a tape that seamlessly combines karate and gentle fucking, but no follow-up questions.
I've already watched it 1,000 times. Our guest is a candy expert who's so bad. He's Bad Candy Mark Mahoney.
Hey, thanks for having me back.
Welcome
I
back,
love
pal.
being here. Thank you.
We love to have you. Let's do some plugs. Brockway, are you legally obligated to plug anything, or can we just keep moving?
Oh, you know it. You know I'm going to go to prison. Is that funny to you? You're going to do a little bit now on me going to prison? You've seen where bits lead. Bits lead to prison is where they lead. I did a bit where I refused to promote my book, and now I'm being sued. I'm being sued by my lawyers, by my publisher's lawyers. I'm going to prison if I don't sell enough copies to legally argue in court that was all a promotional bit in and of itself. So I need to sell copies of that book. It's called I Will Kill Your Imaginary Friend for $200. You can pre-order it everywhere books are right now. Go do that. Go do that. Not even for me. I think it's a good book. I would like you to read it. I would like you to enjoy it. But I want you to think about this. I want you to think about your favorite hot dogs. Your favorite ones. They're so beautiful. Think about Lydia. Think about Liddy Bug there. Think about Schmitty the Clam. Little old Alex Schmidt and his beautiful face. I want you to picture him. And now I want you to picture them starving to death. We pay them enough to pay their grocery budget. And if I go down, I'm going to take the site with me, and I'm going to take the food out of their mouths. And I don't want that to happen. So I need you to save them. I need you to save Lydia and Alex from me by buying my book.
I mentioned on our other podcast, Big Feats, that I did really like your book, so I don't see any need to do it here. Mark, I know you are an avid collector of Paladin Press. Maybe you'd like to plug one of your favorite Paladin Press VHS tapes here.
I should probably lead off first by saying I would also like to plug the concept of my beautiful wife, Carly. It is our 3-year wedding anniversary today.
Congratulations to both of you. I did an article once on our website about your wife and her puzzle collection.
Can I take his plug if he's not going to use it?
He's using it for his wife right now. We're interrupting him.
I just realized you published that puzzle, the Haunted Puzzles of Carly article, exactly 3 years ago today then, because you accidentally published it the day we got married.
It's true.
Oh, it was your wedding present.
It was. It's my wedding present to you.
Our love is woven into the fabric of this fucked up website.
Love is like a beautifully finished puzzle of corn.
Of corn. Of just pervert teddy bears. Just dusty shapes in a 70s Art Deco bathroom.
I do love that article.
It's a good article. It's one of my favorites.
Getting an article about puzzles is not something I thought.
Not just because it's about the contents of my basement. I just love it.
Wonderful contents of basement. A+ contents of basement.
The fastest inspiration I'd ever seen. Like, Mark has many, many collections in his house of like old game systems and old videos and pinball games. But then I saw this fucking stack of insane puzzles. I'm like, well, I'm writing about fucking whatever this is.
and right to do so. I would like to write about an insane pinball machine someday.
There's some weird themed ones.
That's a good challenge.
Yeah, I think it's a great idea. Fishtails, right off the top of my head, that was one that, Mark, you had at Ground Control that was about telling fish lies, like lies about how big a fish you caught.
Yeah.
Very strange.
Pretty much
Pinball game.
Yeah, pretty much any game before like 1990 is just guaranteed to be a weird theme. Because after that, they started. It's a lot of stuff themed after movies, but before that, man, yeah, there's like wizards. There's a table called Knight Rider, but it's not about Knight Rider. It's about just truckers, and it's just got a lot of ladies with like pokey nipples and trucks all over it.
It's just like your ball like veers off to the right as it falls asleep. You gotta snap it awake with methamphetamine pills.
Yeah.
Does it predate Knight Rider?
Yes. Well,
okay.
Yes. I want to say it's a late 70s game, so yeah.
Okay. Just a coincidence then. I was gonna say, like, is that like an asylum thing, but for pinball? Like, you came to the arcade hoping to find Knight Rider.
Oh,
it's
hell
not
yeah, they got the new Knight Rider. Oh shit.
Oh, god damn it.
I love Transmorphers. Wait a second. That doesn't sound right.
Your grandma playing it like, I can't tell the difference.
But to answer your other question, my favorite Paladin Press video so far is well shit, I'm forgetting the name of it. It's that one you and I just watched with the
knife fighting one?
Yeah, surviving knife fights. Is that what it's called?
Oh yeah, that one's fucking awesome. Is that the one with Mark Animal McYoung, or
Yes.
was that other maniac?
Yeah, the Animal Young one. I
And
think
how
that
many
one's
crimes are associated with that one?
I mean, like almost zero. When you see this guy,
He's like weirdly knows the law to the letter. Like a lot of his karate books are about like what you're allowed to do and how hard you're allowed to maim an opponent in different conflicts.
yeah, he
And,
really likes to ride to the edge of the law.
Yeah. He's like, you're not allowed to jump on the back of a guy's neck after you punch him out. You're like, all right. It's weird you know that.
That's my favorite pinball machine is about exactly that, about the law, the self-defense laws.
Yep. Night Ride the Liner. Today we are starting an ongoing series about the origins of your favorite 1-900 Hot Dog personalities, starting with me because this is my idea. We watched Karatecise Workout. This was a VHS tape from 1987. You haven't seen it. No one has. I don't think it was widely distributed. And this is basically the thing that I found in my life that sort of made me realize like shit could be awesome and stupid at the same time. And like really, anyway, I'll talk about it. How I got it, my granddad, he ran a merchandising magazine when I was a kid that was basically just ads for stuff. So he got just things mailed to him, snacks and weapons and books and tapes, whatever. And my cheap ass mom would hoard it and then give it to us kids as Christmas presents, just piles of untargeted slops. So Christmas morning would be hours of opening things no one could want. We'd just be completely numb to wonder by the end of the holiday. Because
Just get a Temu sidebar,
Yeah.
a whole Temu sidebar.
Yep. Just piles. Like you get a He-Man. You're like, cool, this is the He-Man I wanted. And then it would just be, a technical manual for a word processor. 7 canteens, halogen bulbs, artificial flowers. Oh, good tea, novels in Dutch. You're ripping papers open. You're like, oh, just disappointment after disappointment. So, but one year, all 3 kids got a huge red VHS tape that said Karatecise Workout by Master Dominic Giacobi, plus exciting footage of Karate Mind Masters. And so I have an older brother and a younger sister. They glazed over like, oh, this is another one of these fucking things. And I was like, holy shit, whatever this is clearly magical. It had a picture of some shirtless hippie in karate pants kicking a guy 4 feet into the air in front of a fist flag and an American flag.
It's the shotgun approach to gift giving. Just, you're going to hit something.
Exactly. It's like a Kevin Smith comedy. You can only try to be funny so many times before you accidentally do it. Before we get into the tape, Master Dominic Giacobi he's a karate guy that never quite made it. He's been in Black Belt magazine and he has a school and he has a gimmick that should have worked. He does kind of a gruesome self-mutilation stage magic show where he pretends his karate like put him into a trance where he's immune to pain and injury. And then he does like stupid fakir street magic. And we'll get to them. He does every last one of them in this workout video. So I know you two have seen them.
Yeah, if you've ever been to Venice Beach, you've seen every single one of these stunts.
Yeah, I really thought he was going to put like a karate spin on them. Nope.
No.
Nope.
It's like literally just those things. The only one he didn't do was balance someone sitting in a chair on his chin.
He should have incorporated more juggling.
Yeah.
But I guess, yeah, my point is this is a workout video with self-mutilation, which is unusual. He wrote some books about this mind mastery, but He never explains how to do it, mostly because there's no it. They're just magic tricks, not psychic damage shields created by karate magic. So his book, the one that I reviewed on the site, is called Master Your Mind. And it's like he was trying to invent medicine with common sense alone. Like, it was hard not to be mean because I do love Master Giacobbe, but he'd say shit like, the brain is in the head and good food makes the blood good, which brings good air to the brain and makes the brain strong, which is a kind of mind. And I'm not exaggerating. Like, that's the whole fucking 150 pages of that. Just crazy, wild guesses about how the human body works.
I'm following.
Yeah. Yeah.
All makes sense to me.
Exactly. I should also say that my parents divorced and then they got magical in different directions. So my dad became a naturopath doctor. So he would not know this book is crazy. He'd be like, yeah, this is very sound. Yeah, you get the good food for the lung good. And then that puts the good air in the brain.
Karate is the mind blood. I understand.
Yes. Whereas my mother would say, actually, the Bible says that the mind is actually technically the lungs. Anyway. He never quite became a martial arts celebrity, but you could tell it was his dream. And as you go through his books, it's like every third page is, here's the time I was in Black Belt magazine. Here's the time I met Chuck Norris, blah, blah, blah. Every karate award he's ever gotten is just listed over and over. Plus, I had an ebook, so I could just do a control F and find how many times he mentioned everything. And it's fucking ludicrous. Like his Black Belt Hall of Fame is in there 7 times.
He does seem like an all right guy, though. Like, I think I own enough stupid self-defense videos to just generally distrust anyone in them having any kind of empathy or compassion ever. But like from what little research I did, seems like a nice guy.
See, I think it's his look. I think that look just
that floppy 70s look.
Yeah, he's got like the sad eyes and pouty jowls of a basset hound. You're like, I mean, I kind of feel bad for you, but I also love you a little bit.
Yeah, but he's got the hair of a Bee Gees.
But in the hair of a Bee Gees. A soft Bee Gee beard.
The kicks of a gentle karate master. And I call this video my origin story because I was 10 and it just blew my mind. Not the way Dominic Giacobbe wanted, but I didn't realize karate could suck at the time. So seeing something that was karate and magic, but also stupid, it was...
Wait, is this all stupid?
Yeah, it was kind of like that, but not as cheap as like, oh, I get irony now. Like it was as if I discovered a new color. These were very sincere people failing and kicking ass at the same time. And they were like from a universe with different rules. Like they just didn't care about the rules of our universe. They're like, fuck you, karate trance. I'm going to pull a van with my teeth.
Yeah, I turn my skin liquid. It's fine. It's easy.
I did write about this like 15 years ago on Cracked in an article called 4 Instructional Videos Made by and for Crazy People. The other 3 were about dirty line dancing, which was this hilarious country line dancing instructional by a guy who like was a legitimately bad dancer with terrible rhythm, but he added the super fierce pelvic thrust whenever he could. So that's what made it dirty. Another was a video about packaging porcelain dolls. Just this really haunting video about how like put neck braces on these fucking ancient like ghost infested monsters. And then the other was about a lady who did sponge crafting stamps, and she would like dip sponges into ink and then streak them across index cards and fucking come. I'm not even kidding. She'd be like, look at all of those wiggles, and just fucking ejaculate.
just the wiggle. When it was just about like the texture of the sponge.
She would like see the
perverse
art that she made, and it would like just take her to a really sexual place. I put a short clip of that video online so people would believe me, because no one would believe. You don't believe me now, but she's so intense about the wiggles. Anyway, I had this YouTube channel that was just for videos I'd embed in Cracked articles. And the day that article went live, she copyright struck it over and over until they just shut the channel down. So she single-handedly broke the links in about 8 of my Cracked articles. But I mean, she's dead now, so I won in the end.
That's how that works.
Anyway, let's talk about Karatecise. That's, I think, enough of my origin story. Welcome to the most indulgent of all of our episodes. So this video opens with a pretty serious warning, and fair enough, because if you did copy this video, you might die.
Yeah, this is up there with like Jackass in terms of like legitimately don't do this.
See, I thought that was amazing because Jackass was like the first time they had to do that, and they didn't even have to do that in the early Jackass. Like they had to do that when people like actually started getting hurt doing it. But before that, baby, it was Wild West. Like there are Jackie Chan movies where people actually just die on screen, and they're like, "Yeah, you can try it. Go try it, kids. We don't give a shit. What are you gonna do? You're gonna sue China? Like, it's not gonna work." So it was incredible that, like, of their own volition, without being forced, they were like, "Children, please don't try these stunts like that." The level of consideration is crazy for 1987.
And they stop and read it. It's not just like it scrolls past. They're like, no, we're going to slowly read this warning to you.
We didn't even track children. Like, if a child died, you would only know, like, by context. You would only be
when
like,
they didn't show up to work at the coal mines.
Yeah, this is why we had like 16 children per family back then in the 70s.
Billy's either dead or he moved. Nobody's totally sure. We wish him the best of luck either way.
Do you think the woman reading the stuff out loud is Giacobbe's sister? The one playing the piano who gets attacked? Because she had this really kind of like piercing Jersey accent that I sort of detect in when it's not the other voiceover guy.
Yeah, she sounds like Annie Potts.
Yeah.
She's like got a real Ghostbusters, what do you want? Like way of delivery.
Hey, buddy, leave me alone.
I'm just trying to play my piano, you motherfucker. All right, I do have a clip of the intro here. You'll like it. See, I don't think the music had to go this hard. This is
the whole soundtrack goes so hard.
I tried to Shazam all the soundtrack stuff in the back half of the video. It didn't work.
Karatecise, a unique blending of exercise and karate techniques designed to develop the mind and positive thinking through the philosophies of ancient Korean karate, with methods of exercise to deliver rapid weight loss, body firming, agility, coordination, and self-confidence. Your host and instructor, Master Dominic Giacobbe.
My name is Master Dominic Giacobbe. In the next section, you will be seeing exciting footage of the Mind Masters in action. Remember, these feats are the result of many years of training and concentration. Never attempt any of these feats, for they are extremely dangerous. Thank you.
So a second warning from the Master Dominic Giacobbe. And like, fair enough, because like what they do next is just a supercut of karate people busting through boards with headbutts and spin kicks. I mean, we all agree it plainly rules, right?
Yes.
I mean, yeah, it rules. I am a little confused. You guys know more about martial arts than me. Is it just called Ancient Korean Karate? I feel like they would probably have a name.
It's Tong Sudo is what his style is. But Tong Sudo is a form of karate. It's not inaccurate, but it's a little...
See, I just found that in the introduction, he's like, just Ancient Korean Karate. It should be called something. You should probably tell us that.
Its own name. Yeah.
Right away.
Well, he does like a kata early which is when you pretend to have a fight against like 15 dudes. But they say this is a special form of Korean karate designed as a gift for an ancient prince. And I'm pretty sure this is bullshit. Like I didn't even look it up.
That's a terrible gift. To get a karate hoedown, you get a little karate line dance in exchange for your heroic deeds. Like, some guys get fucking mountains named after them. You got a karate line dance. That sucks. That's how you get haunted by an ancient Korean prince, like, for sure.
I'm going to need you to clear the room and give me a full 8 minutes of your time.
Yeah, I need like six yards in every direction while I do this. So there's two things that really bug me about this montage, this intro. First, the voiceover guy calls it Karatecise. It makes me so mad, so irrationally
See, he does
angry.
it. Dominic Giacobbe calls it Karatecise later, too.
Yeah, but then
it's wild.
They say it correctly, but misspell it several times in the back half of the video.
They did not understand what this was. They didn't land on what this was called before they filmed the video.
I don't think they ever agreed on it before they recorded anything. So the other thing that bugs me, though, is there's like 3 seconds of footage in this montage that isn't board breaking. And it's 3 different rapid hit cuts. 1, a fist breaks through a wall next to a woman using a rotary phone. Cut 2, a man picking up a child by the gi and the child socking him in the face. Cut 2, a close-up of someone trying to karate chop this like Fred Flintstone-ass bone and failing.
Yep, and failing.
And that never comes up again for the rest of the video. Nope. And I want to watch that video.
I think they just had so much beef footage. They're like, we don't have space for this.
Just cut the exercise part.
Yeah.
Yeah, that which is what I did in my notes. What is
Same.
what was really surprising to me about all of the footage, because they go through all the stock footage and it's a bunch of quick cuts. There's a lot of stuff in there. It all appears to be at like hotel conferences, like
Yep.
conference centers. Did they used to have karate conventions?
Someone linked to an article that doesn't exist anymore in a forum that briefly lays out a part of like how in 1982 he hosted some martial arts like show/conference at Resorts International, which is why that Resorts International thing is in the background, and that's in Atlantic City on that boardwalk, which is why he's doing all this like weird Venice Beach bullshit.
Yeah, they're
out
New
there.
Jersey based. Their schools even today. I assumed that this was just some other convention, like a bunch of dentists or whatever, and then they hire weird entertainers.
Like the professional wrestling, like the Battle of the Breakfast cereal.
Yeah, exactly.
I can't decide if that kicks ass or it's gonna be, or you're getting a riot of like insurance salesmen. They're like, "Where are the titties?"
Yeah. Well, Mark and I remember we rented that tape from the Portland Library, and it was like about bullwhipping. And this lady, all of her footage, she recorded all of it at like different conventions. So she'd go to like some convention out on the show floor and be in a little cubicle, like whipping a bullwhip around, or be on some little shitty stage like this in a conference center. Because like, there's no one. Where else do you do a bullwhip show other than like some
Wasn't
fucking
like
random
a part of
conventions?
it, like those things where like you walk around and people like try to sell you like knives and other shit that you buy
Exactly.
on TV
Yeah,
normally.
it was like a supplement conference. You go there and they're like, "Hey, you got to try Timasil." And while you're there, watch this lady that does the bullwhip.
I forgot about that video.
Like a general weapons conference, and then they have subspecialties where you can like go in a hotel room and watch Dominic Giacobbe fail to
Your
break a
brain's
bone.
still trying to link this. I'm telling you that there are talent agencies that just will fill random minutes. So it's like these people are here to look at like industrial lubricant, and they just need something to draw the eye. And so they'll have like a beautiful girl or just a lady with a bullwhip or karate men.
But the lady with the bullwhip doesn't have to tie it. She doesn't have to like, I've got to whip this lube into shape or anything. Nothing.
Maybe, maybe not. I don't know what the writer in her contract says. But that's what I took it to be, is that this is just the only public footage they had of them performing as.
I think they had like a full day or two of this shit that they were doing. I think
there
this
was
was
so
like
much.
a thing they put on. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, this is a lot of convention footage for being like, even if it's just, we're up here for 15 minutes to prove that you can break your sales records like I'm going to break this board.
Right.
This is like, I mean, if this was all from one show, this is like a 4-hour show.
Yeah. It seems like it
That's
must have
wild.
been
That's wild.
excruciating. Cut down to 30 minutes, it's fucking awesome. But like, because we're seeing it like just the board breaking. They, even in the video, you can tell that some of these setups take forever. Like they get like 4 boards. They have 2 guys hold them just exactly right. And then guy measures his run out and then fucks it up and then tries it again and fucks it up.
And for 2 of them, they had to like bring a piano on a stage.
Yep. Yeah. There's a lot of props. That one guy has like a full wolf costume.
We'll get to that.
We'll get to it. When I was a kid, I thought this karate was okay. But like after a lifetime of like martial arts and films and training, it's pretty bad. like it's like I'm 5th degree black belt. Like, it's weird you lose your balance so often, buddy.
Just standing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, there's no time to dwell on it. The movie never stays in one place more than a few seconds. We're on the boardwalk where the Tong Sudo School filmed themselves doing tricks, and the first one he does is pull a Chevy van with his teeth, which is not karate. I do have a clip of it. It's really cool.
Master Giacobbe planned to pull this 6,000-pound Chevrolet van. All right, not a bad trick with the rope wrapped around his waist. But wait a minute. The rope, I'm told, won't be wrapped around the waist. It'll go between his teeth.
What?
Huh?
And then here he goes. This is just one of those things you just can do if you feel like it.
What I'm actually doing is
It does make me wonder if I
blanking the
can do
mind
this.
out, where I am in sort of a trance state. Actually, as a warrior would go into battle, they would put themselves in the same trance-like state, and this would enable them to withstand any injuries while in battle. I really don't feel it at all as far as to my teeth or jaws. I try and totally blank the mind out, so I'm not really experiencing the physical end of it.
I go into the same trance for blowjob competitions.
See, I like to feel my teeth getting knocked loose during those. Like, I'm fucking barbarian style.
Do either of you think you could pull a van with your teeth? I think after watching him do it, I'm convinced I might be able to.
I think I'm probably 50% stronger than this guy.
Yeah.
I feel like I could pull a van with my teeth.
Absolutely not. I would crumble like those old 3D puzzles of skeletons. Just a jumble of bones and loose parts. No, definitely not. Can I just say the only thing I want to say about this bit is that karate van fucking whips ass. If that's for sale somewhere,
that's
somebody contact
van.
me.
And I hope it still says Tang Su on it. It's so cool.
It's a black van and it says a bunch of other stuff, but in giant letters it just says karate on the side. You're like, fuck yeah. Karate van.
You know that thing's carpeted on the inside.
Karate van is like cellar door. It's just this beautiful set of syllables.
I think that whole crowd that gathered on the boardwalk is just like, what a fucking sweet ass van.
Yeah,
for sure.
Like, what? Get that guy away from it. Stop biting the van. I don't care if you can bite the van. I don't give a shit about that.
I would have assumed that, like, they just couldn't get a tow truck onto the boardwalk. Not that this guy's in a karate trance. I would have just thought, like, the tow truck driver's just like, I can't get my truck in here. Everybody step back. I'll pull it with my teeth. No biggie. His next trick is he has 15 knives blade up in this little box. And so some host guy comes in and shows, these are real knives. And he slices a cucumber. And then Master Giacobbe, he trances up and he delicately walks down them. But like, this is how like a cool physics teacher would explain pressure. Like, this is not anything. If you step on them at the same time, then your foot doesn't get chopped by the nature of like how our laws work. I think you know it instinctively. Like if someone said, hey, 15 knives is too dangerous, just do one. Like you'd know that person's an idiot and that the knife would go right through your foot.
Right.
I do like his showmanship because after he comes off at the end, he like very awkwardly holds his foot way up in the air and like pivots around to show everybody his foot.
Yeah, it's
like, oh, that's the showman's flourish we all need is seeing your goddamn foot.
What a prestige.
Have you ever seen, have either of you ever seen Miami Connection?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he does a lot of weird foot stuff too in that movie. Maybe that was just like foot stuff.
That was like
karate
thing.
Foot stuff was a thing.
Yeah, you gotta. Back then, you really had to like mash together your niche genres if you were gonna succeed. So I believe like karate and foot guys had to be. You gotta pair
a lot
them
of
up.
overlap. Yeah, before the internet, you got it where you could.
So that one's kind of sad, and not also really martial arts. Maybe more martial arts than the van because he did like kind of hold his foot up like it might be a kick. Anyway, the point is, the next one is a nerdy guy named Lester who jump kicks over a car, but not like a real car, like this little itty bitty Fiat. And they show the 3 times that he fucks it up.
It's the funniest possible choice. Like they say he's gonna do a flying jump kick over a car, and I'm like, fuck yeah, that rules. And then they're Fiat, and then they show it, and you're like, no, that's when you're learning how to do this.
A convertible too, and they took the top down. Believe they took the top down.
The convertible Fiat with the top down. It's literally like 18 inches high.
I'm not joking when I say like most middle school basketball players could do this. Like this is a drill you would do for like barely above average athletic children.
I can believe I could jump that Fiat, but I doubt I could break a couple of pieces of cedar at the other end of it. I'm mildly impressed.
I doubt I could prevent myself from breaking those pieces of cedar at the other side of it.
Sure. Shoot right through it,
like
bounce
maybe
into the ocean.
It wouldn't be with a jump kick. It would be with like my hip or something, but some would break.
I'm saying if you dunked over this in a dunk contest, you'd get like a 20. Like Shaquille O'Neal would frown at you.
Get a real car, man.
And then he'd come over and eat the Fiat. I think Master Giacobbe included this so he would look the coolest. He's like, look at these dumb assholes trying to do shit.
Why did they include so many clips of him failing? Like, why? You can edit this to... Why include all the fails?
I think Mark's wrong. I think Master Giacobbe is a shitty guy. I think he did this to hurt Lester. The next they act out a sexual assault scenario for the dentist convention. I have a clip of this one. It's pretty weird.
Believe me, it's a great tool to defend yourself, especially if you're a black belt and have all that training behind you. We're going to simulate something for you. Barbara Cheeseman, who is Dominic Giacobbe's sister, who is also a black belt, can be the old helpless barroom piano player at 2 a.m., and I'm going to be the creep, walk in and try to pick her up to
go have breakfast with me, of course. That's all I have in mind. We're going to simulate that for you now to show you what it's like when you mess with the wrong people. Hey, how you doing, sweetheart?
Listen, buddy, bug off. I'm really tired. I'm going to go home.
Hey, look, I'm tired, too. Maybe we can go home and get more tired together.
I'm warning you.
What are you doing? 5 feet tall.
That's
You
a
gonna
good
beat me up
line,
or
Yeah.
something?
He's just wailing on his dick. She's going way too hard. Like, they're not like stage fighting. She's like, I'm gonna fucking turn your dick inside out.
Okay, what commitment. I must applaud that man. What commitment to the bit to grow that entire haircut just to play a creep, just to convincingly play a creep.
Yeah.
Yeah. He also, I think he's the voiceover guy for the whole video, and he has that, like the cadence of like someone who's like a sports announcer from the 70s. I kind of like it.
Yeah, no, he seems like a pretty good broadcast professional. Maybe not in his comfort zone doing the sexual assault thing, or maybe he was. I don't know. It's hard to say. Next, Master Giacobbe steps on a bunch of broken glass and jumps up and down. And again, it's the same thing. It's just like, yeah, that most of that glass is not going to cut you. He says he turns his body to liquid to absorb the sharpness of the glass, which is adorable.
That's fucking a crazy shit to say, even for a karate man in the 80s. I use karate magic to turn my body into a liquid because the human body is mostly water. It's
the best.
Yeah, it's original.
What an insane thing to say that would have absolutely got me to sign up for your dojo as a child. Like, if somebody said I take my karate class and you'll learn to be Plastic Man. Like, okay. Never heard that one before.
I think this is maybe when I was 10 years old when I realized he was full of shit. Because before I was like, maybe a karate trance helps your teeth stay in better when you're pulling a van. But then he's like, you turn your body into liquid. And I'm like, can karate masters just lie? Like, it didn't occur to me that like, what the fuck is going on here?
We're watching your feet and they're not melting into water like it's a superpower. Yeah. They're just feet.
Yeah, something doesn't add up here. Then he like lays down on the glass and they put what they claim is 500 pounds of cement on him. I don't think that's possible.
Probably not.
And then they break it with a sledgehammer. So yeah, this is just like bed of nails style magic tricks. They show him training with little kids and they only show like 2 seconds of clip and it is him sidekicking a kid off his feet.
Oh, really? If you're thinking when you hear that, like, oh, like an 11-year-old. No, like a 3-year-old.
No. Yeah. He's just fucking taking this little kid out.
Like that might have been those kids' first steps, and he kicked him straight over.
Yeah.
He's pulling no punches with that kick.
I can't imagine a parent not charging the karate instructor.
Again, we didn't track children. They had no idea. That child simply never came home after that. They were like, I don't know. He must have got a job or something.
The next one's really, really weird, even by these standards. It's a lounge singer performing "Hey There, Little Red Riding Hood" while this like 9-year-old girl gets stalked by a man in a wolf costume and then like just stomps his dick into dust.
A real pervert's wolf costume too, of the sort that you look at that and you're like, even if it's stomping, don't touch the dick area. That's what he wants.
And it's such a sleazy take on that song, too. And he's just like locking eyes on this child as she skips around. Hey there, little red. It's gross. And he's in a blue tuxedo, which is also fucked up.
Uh-huh. Just staring at her while he's playing that piano, talking about how she's looking good. You sure are looking good.
Well, after she does her little karate sketch and the wolf falls on the ground, that we linger for a very long time on the wolf's dead, lifeless eyes as he lays still on the floor. Like, that's a good way to end that. I get it.
I agree. Why was there no effort to change the lyrics to that song? It couldn't be like, your day sure is going good. Like, you don't have to, like, fucking leer at a child.
Yeah, he did not have to make it that smarmy.
Yeah. It's just on a random supercut, there's a dude like breaking flaming boards on the beach and he kind of fucks it up and he like hits himself with flaming debris. Adorable. And then Master Giacobbe's friend, Master Don Straga, he lays down under a Harley, but not like you're thinking. They wedge him between these two little ramps so it's real gentle when it rolls over him. Anyway, Mind Master. You just let a motorcycle roll over you a little bit.
Again, this is pervert shit.
It is. And they're very like particular that it's like rolling over his solar plexus and like I don't know. There was like a weird amount of like medical detail to the entire procedure that I think was supposed to impress us.
Yeah.
I don't know. If that guy asked you if like I have a motorcycle, I'm familiar with these kind of perverts. They always ask you, will you roll over me on your motorcycle? It's for karate. I swear it's for karate. It's not for
It's my
karate.
solar plexus. I can turn my body into liquid. It's not weird. It's not weird.
You don't need to tie the little black belt on your dick. I get it. I get what this is.
I am going to wear this little Red Riding Hood outfit. That part is a sex thing. Okay, so we do know more supercuts of like headbutting through cement blocks, and one guy slaps through a wall of ice. It's so fucking awesome. A guy named Fred karate chops a brick in half, which is that's one I probably wouldn't try because I know I'd fuck that up and then it would really hurt.
Is every single one of these things something the Power Team would go on to do just a few years later?
It's very Power Team.
Very
it
much.
really is.
Yeah.
Which makes it kind of blasphemous that they're not crediting the power of Christ, right? Like if the Power Team is the next, if you pan the camera over, they're right next to him on that boardwalk doing the same shit, being like, it's only through the power of Christ that I can do this. You guys need to fucking knock it off.
You know, some say power of Christ, some say karate. Two sides of the same coin, maybe.
I think God knows karate, but I don't think his power comes from karate. I think is like the distinction I want to
I've
make.
told you so many times, there's no karate in the Bible.
Which is bullshit. I added some in crayon. Okay, this video is like, it's really rad. And then here comes the ultimate. And it is a thing Master Giacobbe did for 30 years straight, like without ever changing it. He jams motorcycle spokes through his elbow skin, which over the years, he never changed the spot. Probably because when you build up scar tissue, you can just jam some spokes through your arm. Then he hangs buckets of water from those spokes. I don't know. I don't know if you've ever seen like when people like hang themselves like sexually from meat hooks. It's like sometimes something goes wrong during your first boner and you just put fucking meat hooks through your skin. That's kind of what this looks like. It looks like a sex thing.
Like he was carrying water home one day and there was a terrible motorcycle accident. And now he's just like, oh no, they crashed me. I'm James Spader now. Oh.
Yeah, so he's James Spadering. And then it goes completely off the rails because now he like stands up on some swords, but not on the swords. He's definitely on the wooden part of this. So this part is just a mere optical illusion. And then he hangs like more shit from his teeth. I have a clip of this. It'll help explain.
This technique was developed by soldiers over 2,000 years ago. And the American Indian used a similar technique as an initiation into the ranks of an elite class of warrior. Besides pain control, the flow of blood can actually be altered.
1,000 years ago, they didn't have doctors to stop the bleeding. They had to develop themselves. As our soldiers develop themselves to shoot a rifle, well, they had to develop themselves to be able to control their bleeding. They had to be able to control the pain. So in a situation, instead of them bleeding to death, they can continue on and live.
Instead of bleeding, they could continue on and live.
He's saying that you can just simply not bleed by thinking hard enough or not too hard.
Correct.
I mean, I like I'm not a history major, okay, so maybe I have this wrong, but there's just part of me that suspects that we may have invented basic medicine before we invented karate.
Not the karate trance. The karate trance goes back before bandage.
all
definitely.
the way 1,000 years ago before we had bandages. Somebody check on that is all I'm saying.
He's not the greatest public speaker. Maybe he's got off by a epoch or whatever.
I'm also going to suggest, and I don't have any proof of this, but I'm just pinching kind of that bottom part of my forearm right now, and I don't feel anything. I'm not saying I want to pierce this skin. I'm just saying if I had to pierce some skin, this is probably the first area of my body I would pick. Yeah.
Yep. And then the second time you did it, probably wouldn't bleed that much. Third time, yeah, you got scar tissue. You just do it whenever you want. Like Master Giacobbe. This exact trick is in his books over and over. Like, I think it was 9 times in the book I read was a picture of him doing this exact trick through the decades. It's just the strangest pile of things.
It's the kind of shit you could get away with before the internet.
Yeah, man. I mean, if I didn't have I remember times before the internet, and if I was walking around outside and some guy's like, I'm going to use karate to put motorcycle spokes through my elbows, I would have been like, I'm not into that, but I get you. All right.
Yeah, it makes kind of
Let's
sense.
see it. It might go wrong in a funny way.
But he kind of never made it. Like I said, he was on That's Incredible, which was a show that people would just go on and, 5 or 6 people an episode would come on and do a very strange sort of circus trick. And he was one of those people. I know that because it was in his book 11 times. But anyway, this is the... So now that let's move on to the workout. The first part of the workout is like some moves. So he teaches you how to get out of a strangle. Mark, you want to try to describe how to get out of this strangle? Do you remember this technique?
Is this the one where I put my fist up perpendicular and then I reach around the strangling arms to grab my own fist? I think I twist left.
Yeah.
And then I elbow in the neck.
Yes. Twist to escape, twist for revenge.
Yes. And I don't think you've written about him yet, but didn't this totally remind you of Kazja?
Oh, yes. This is some Kazja shit. Kazja, everybody knows Kazja. He was in the film, not Bloodsport.
Shit.
The knockoff.
What was it? What was it?
I'm very sleepy. We can talk about Kazja on another day, but he's this guy that kind of turned Hawaiian and like made a karate video with these like leotard babes. He's
fucking
pretty
sweet.
cool. You'll like it.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet.
Yeah, I like that way better than this already. I have no idea what you're talking about, but I'm fully on board with that.
We should definitely watch that and do another podcast.
Yes. I'm thinking Shoot Fighter is the movie I'm trying to come up with.
Yes, that's
that
it.
I've seen 45 times.
Blood Business? What's the opposite?
Blood Business. Yeah, well, he's also in Blood Business. He was also Robert Zadar's stunt double in, I want to say, like Future Fight or some movie that's like that.
Did he have to do the prosthetic chin?
Yeah, he just attached a catcher's mitt to his face.
This whole section was such a jump scare for me because like when they fade in on it and they fade in on it and they say the lady says self-defense is karate at its most everyday useful. You're like, what? I think you should give that one another shot, but no, they move right past that. And Dominic Giacobbe is standing in the foreground in a black tracksuit and like they're in a white void. Everything from here on out happens in a white void for some reason. It's really unsettling. And there are 2 blue suited tracksuit figures like behind him frozen because they're about to do the demonstration. He gestures for them to go ahead and they start moving and I'm like, whoa, holy shit, how did they get that special effect so smooth? I did not realize half of these karate guys were not Dominic Giacobbe. I thought that was him in the background.
It does.
Amazing.
It does look like he is standing in a separate dimension from the people doing.
Yeah, I thought that was like a still and they were going to throw to it. And then like it all moved too smooth. And I was like, oh shit, I had like a fight or flight reflex right there. Like, oh, there are too many of these guys. Car
and someone like next to you starts to roll forward and you like have that moment in your brain where like, am I rolling backwards? Yeah.
Yeah, what's happening? Time doesn't work like this. You can't do that. And then I slowly like retroactively realized, oh my god, there's like 4 men in this video that I thought were him. I thought he was doing all those tricks.
Amazing. That's the best kind of karate trance when you could like mirror image yourself.
I thought he knew how to do way more things than it turns out he did.
Yeah, he can pull a van with his teeth and he can stick motorcycle spokes through his arm. I think this kind of move is the best type of stupid karate because it's not magical or theoretical like a lot of martial arts. Like if you teach someone a lethal chop, they'll think, sure, maybe. I'll never know. I'll never use this because I don't want to kill anybody. But like you can try this move. You can just have a friend strangle you and see if this dumb shit gets you out of it.
Let me guess, it won't?
Probably not. I mean, if they're a pussy and you're not, maybe. But like it's just something you can test. And I feel like it's a weird choice to teach someone a move that probably won't work and they can check.
Can I add an addendum? All they really present in this video, it's just the one guy doing the reenactments, and what he is giving is Frankenstein. He is playing Frankenstein, stiff arms. Like his arms don't bend at the elbows ever. No, even when she's beating him and turning him away and stuff. His legs don't bend at the knee. He's afraid of fire. He doesn't like he likes to strangle. He's all of these are just built to counter a Frankenstein. And through that lens, you're like, okay,
exactly.
that's good karate.
And he opens up this section by saying karate has hundreds of hold breaks, and here's 2 of them, and you have to wonder, is this the best you got?
Yeah. Of all the choices you could have made, it's a very strange one. But Brockway's right. Like most karate demos like this are sort of designed against Frankenstein. Like you start to do your escape and like there's no adjustment that Frankenstein can make. He just has to watch you do your series of things while he holds very still.
Like a normal human, his elbow would have just bent where she pushed her elbow out. Like his arm would have just bent a little bit and he would have been like, still strangling. What are you doing? Frankenstein would be like, fucking, was that magic? What did you do with your arm? Is that broken? Are you okay?
They do the same thing. There's a reverse bear hug escape. This where you just sort of stick your butt out to one side and like do a really unlikely no-hand judo throw. Which again, you could, yeah, it did work on a Frankenstein. I don't know if it'd work on a human. Then there's a wrist grab. Like someone grabs you by the wrist and you like snap your hand open and then you twist your hand and pull it away. It's kind of, it's not even worth describing. It's just sort of like, hey, if somebody grabs you, like leave, just try to leave.
I think this is the one that made me think of Kazja, because he has the same implication that opening your hand somehow makes your wrist so wide it can no longer be held.
That's amazing. You can try that one at home. It does not.
So there's still no workout. Like this is a workout video. It starts with a karate kata. And it's kind of awesome. It's just a real standard, like punch, block, turn right, punch, punch. Takes forever. He really thought you'd be doing this along with him.
This is the one that they dedicated to like the hero prince of ancient China or whatever. This is what he got.
Yeah. It's also dedicated to all yellow belts. It's pretty standard Tong Sudo yellow belt test.
This is in place of a Medal of Honor? Fuck you.
I'd be so mad if I was that ancient magical prince. I'd hit the trapdoor button on you. Do that to the Rancor, you son of a bitch.
Imagine like meeting a great warrior and telling him this is how I honor you. He'd be like, I can kick your ass. Like, you're honoring me for kicking ass.
It's probably designed specifically for when the prince says, I'm going to kick his ass, and the guys come out with the spears, and you have all these blocks perfectly planned. Like, nothing works against him.
Everybody attacks from one direction at a time. It's also like, it's like 8 minutes. I timed it. It's like 8 minutes of him doing this over and over and over again.
It's kind of funny because he has this real like violent spasm when he throws his punches. Like you could it vibrates his whole upper body. Like he's really fucking meaning this.
Really good like video game hair physics. Like everything just kind of like, or like a conditioner commercial.
Yeah. I find it comforting the way his droopy dog jowls flap when he punches in slow motion. It's just, I don't know. It's cute.
There's a comfort to it. His sort of panicked look in his eyes as he's like punching towards the camera and like super
I hope this
slow
doesn't
motion.
kill them. I hope force doesn't shoot out from this punch and explode them. It's a risk every time I throw a punch.
We're obviously not going to talk too much about the actual workout, but I did take a clip of the warm up. You're going to like this.
The Karatecise warm up.
First the wrist.
Yeah, get that music going.
Shoulders.
In the warm up, as in all our exercises, keep the knees slightly bent and do only what you can comfortably do at your own pace. Never strain or overexert yourself.
3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, I guess I was just trying to demonstrate one of the things I loved about this video, which is that the music has lyrics, which is kind of a weird choice for like the workout, because someone's trying to give you instructions, but then there's also a voiceover giving instructions. So many times there's 3 people talking at you at once.
It really is the worst of all worlds. but the music is so good. Like I really did try to Shazam some of those songs, because I like every single one. Every single one sounds like it's like the music that would play as the credits start to roll over a movie where like kids want a downhill skate jam to save an orphanage. Like it's
right.
It's such,
Police Academy goes to Venezuela. It's like, oh yeah, okay.
Such like good energy.
That has to be just a demo tape they found somewhere, because like it does run out. Like it runs out towards the end of their routine, and they didn't time it. So they just have to do the last like 3 sets in just grunting silence in a white void, and you're like, don't show me this.
It's also just a touch off center enough that it's like frustrating. So it's
and every time the camera moves to recenter it, it makes it worse.
Yep.
It's this whole like last section of the tape is just, it feels like I shouldn't be seeing it. Like it's like wandering into the back rooms or something. You're like, no, I shouldn't be here.
Like this video had to have started out as something else. I think the first 23 minutes, and it is exactly 23 minutes, which like is like a commercial break free like half-hour TV segment, right?
Yeah, pretty much a promotion for either his like karate school
Right.
or just like a consumer, straight to consumer like VHS of like karate magic. You got to see it, you know?
Right. But this would have been probably too early when they actually like, because I think if the 82 date is right, that's probably too early to be making like free VHSs to hand out because like that shit was expensive. Between that and all the mysterious like missing footage from the opening montage, like all the skits, like I feel like there must have been more of this, and I want to see that. I want to see an hour of that.
Agreed.
Oh, that's incredible. I want to see so much less. I wish I hadn't seen what I have seen. Like is there a way I can trade you and give you the moments that I watched of this so that I don't need anything back. I just won't have them anymore. And you can have twice as many.
It's very possible they were trying to do it like a magic karate video, and then like workout videos became such a big thing. Like Jane Fonda obviously made a huge amount of money, and everyone is just like, well, shit, I could throw one of those together and maybe I'll make $1 million. And so I think that this was his idea to make it more mainstream, was to add a workout. But I don't know, it's impossible to know because it's all so fucking crazy.
It's like 30 minutes of working out. Like you couldn't either like one or the other this. I don't know. It's weird that it's like an incredibly bad workout video. It's weird that it's an incredibly bizarre promotional thing. And it's even weirder that they tell you on the box, this is exercise, and you have to fast forward through literally half the tape to get to that part.
Anytime you wanted to use this as a workout video, you'd have to either watch that insane first 30 minutes or fast
That's
forward.
all part of the exercise. You're supposed to put the spokes through. You got to put the spokes through. You got to jump over the Fiat.
Jump up and down the glass, get your glass
ready. You got
ready.
to fail 5 times before succeeding. That way you get that's the set.
They do, the workout itself doesn't really have much karate. There's some kicks in it, but Regis Philbin's workout video has kicks in it. Zsa Zsa Gabor's video, she almost fucks the American Gladiator Atlas. Lou Ferrigno's workout video, he just like misses cues for an hour. Lou Ferrigno's like, yeah, that's a really good point. And then as he's saying that, someone will say, hey, Lou, do you think fitness could be for me? Because he can't hear. Like and then they don't edit around that.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying, like, there's nothing really notable as a workout. I guess the island music is pretty unique. I like that. And the 30 minutes of flesh-piercing street magic. A lot of people don't think to add that to their workout video. Or the headbutt attacks. Anyway, a perfect hour of perfect television. Not a single decision was sane.
I like literally don't get it, Brockway. This, to me, is like one of the most perfect VHS tapes I've ever seen.
And again, I will trade you that experience in a heartbeat in exchange for absolutely nothing. Like, you can replace those moments with just a screaming black void, and I would still take that deal.
Einstein, 100, Frankfurt. Einstein, 100, Frankfurt. Unser Podcast genau. Und mit maximalen Schau. Dog Frankfurt Podcast. Korrekt. Ja. Der Kraft ist nicht ohne. Schick die in die Hundesau. 4 eine Stunde. Komm schon, du kennst die Nummer.